Well, if you rent out a property, the law generally protects those who visit that property. So Tom Sinas joining us this morning to explain what an owner is expected to provide to these guests if indeed they are maybe Airbnb or things like that, or VRBO, things like that. A lot of people like to rent stuff out.
Or even just a traditional hotel.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
And actually what inspired me to talk about this with you is there was a recent case from the Michigan Court of Appeals that dealt with a man who was very, very seriously injured when he was bitten in a hotel by a brown recluse spider. Brown recluse spider. I had no idea really that those spiders could be so dangerous. So that case really illustrated the points of law that apply in what some people call innkeeper liability.
Okay.
So in this area we really have two different concepts going on. We have what we call the common law duty. Common law just means the case law that has developed over the years. And the basic common law duty when it comes to innkeepers is that the innkeeper has an obligation to maintain their premises in a reasonably safe condition and to prevent against foreseeable dangers. That's the duty that applies to people that the law calls invitees, meaning that someone that the innkeeper invites onto the property. A guest at the hotel is an invitee. So that's the common law duty. In Michigan, this case reminded me of something that I actually did not know, which is that there's also a statutory duty, meaning a specific statute that says that the owner of every dwelling, quote, shall be responsible for keeping the entire building free from vermin. And the Court of Appeals in this case had to decide whether it was possible that a brown recluse spider could be considered vermin. And they held that maybe it could be. So these two concepts really came up in this case, and they come up in any type of situation where someone is being invited onto a property, hotel, Airbnb, VRBO, and if injury is sustained. And really at the core of this is the basic notion that you as an innkeeper, you have a legal responsibility to protect those people from unreasonably dangerous conditions. But it only extends to those things that are foreseeable. You know, there's some things that we just can't predict. But in this case, the court said that it was very possible, because of the facts in this case, that the hotel could have predicted that this brown recluse spider was going to be on the premises.
So would their insurance, would it cover at least the damages? They'll have proper insurance at least to cover your pain and suffering, possibly, hopefully?
And not just pain and suffering, but medical bills, lost wages, all those things. In this particular case, it's a commercial hotel, so I suspect there's insurance. But that's your question's a really good reminder. If you're renting property out, don't do it without insurance.
Oh, you got to have it for sure. Where do people track it down, Tom?
They can find us online at www.sinusdramus.com. Give us a call in West Michigan at 616-301-3333, or shoot us an email at info@sinusdramus.com.
Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Derek.